Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. I'll yield myself as much time as I may consume.
The gentleman's recognized.
I rise in support of H.R. 4606, the Ensuring Small-Scale LNG Certainty and Access Act, a bill written by my friend from Ohio, Congressman Bill Johnson. This important bill will speed up the review of applications to export small amounts of natural gas to emerging LNG markets in the Caribbean, Central America, and South America.
The committee will come to order. The gentleman from Texas is recognized.
Thank you. This bill will strengthen our energy security, create jobs at home, and open new markets for Americans. This bill is about creating a level playing field for the smallest projects. Right now, to export natural gas to a country that we have a free trade agreement with, it's approved without red tape. We want to do that for very small projects too, no matter the buyer. H.R. 4606 is truly focused on small-scale projects. We are talking about projects that amount to maybe 1/10 of 1% of the natural gas America.
The gentleman will suspend. The committee will come to order. Members, please take your conversations off the floor. The gentleman from Texas is recognized.
Thank you. We are talking about projects that amount to maybe 1/10 of 1% of the natural gas America consumes every single day. Only 0.14 billion cubic feet per day. The big LNG projects you hear about are more like 2 billion cubic feet per day. 0.14 versus 2. So these are tiny projects we're looking at. We want to make them make their way to the emerging markets. But don't let the small size fool you. Just as larger LNG exports help us push back against Vladimir Putin and help free Eastern Europe, small LNG will preserve American influence in Latin America. We can give our trading partners a cleaner, more dependable option than unreliable and unstable Venezuelan exports. And that's why I call our LNG exports liquid American freedom. America will never turn off the spigot over politics. And Madam Chairwoman, this is a bipartisan bill. We went through regular order in the Energy Commerce Committee, where we held hearings and accepted a bipartisan amendment to perfect the bill. Our Department of Energy is also in support of this bill. Its intent. Passing this bill, they say, means, quote, saving several months of review time at a minimum. We've also heard from LNG producers, terminal operators, and overseas developers. One said it will provide certainty and speed up, quote, America's rise as a world-class exporter of natural gas, creating American jobs, growing our economy, strengthening global security, energy security, all while reducing emissions and pollution, end quote. I believe it's important to point out that H.R. 4606 makes absolutely no changes to an environmental law. None. In fact, during our markup, we accepted a bipartisan amendment that clarifies that any project would have to qualify for a broad exclusion under NEPA to be put on the fast track. This bill is not about waiving environmental laws. Most importantly, DOD is working on the same problem and is improving their rules as we speak. They say that many of the countries in the Caribbean and Latin America don't have enough demand to cover the costs of enormous import terminals for huge ships. The small-scale LNG export market is their only path that makes sense to bring affordable American energy to these projects and countries. Congress needs to put DOE's policy into law. That's the only way we can create certainty. No one wants to make an investment on a single administration's policy. Congress must create certainty. And this bill does just that. I urge my colleagues to join me in supporting this bill. It's good for our economy, our jobs, and our economic diplomacy. Thank you, Madam Chairwoman.